Hello from Hudson Valley, guys. In this video, I'm gonna go over my personal experience, my struggle to schedule the COVID vaccine for myself, my experience getting the vaccine, any side effects I may have afterwards, and all that good stuff. I'm not a medical professional. Whether you are in New York or another state or another country, you may be curious what it's like over here. So that's what this video is gonna be about. If you have been following along, you may know that my husband actually had a mild case of COVID back in November. But we figured it's been 5 months, so might as well schedule him the vaccine as well. So the struggle was, we are healthy young adults. So first we had to wait to get through all those phases of people at a higher priority. Finally, the day came that over 30 years old were allowed to schedule the vaccine, and I'm like, hooray! But wait, now what? I had no idea how to actually schedule it. Like, it's really confusing. There are 3 vaccines. There are different places you can go to schedule it. You have the government-sponsored centers. You've got all these private pharmacies and doctors, and it's kind of like, what do I do? And so someone suggested this random Facebook group. I will link it below. If you're in New York, it's a really helpful group. So they have all these tips about, oh, I found a bunch of vaccine appointments here, or how to do it. So for example, CVS drops appointments like a boatload at midnight. So if you stay up, which I did several nights in a row, if you stay up and hit it right after it strikes midnight, you'll get a bunch of appointments you can just quickly do. But my issue was schedule and convenience. So my parents are scheduled to come up here in a few weeks. And the Pfizer vaccine, I think the second shot is 3 weeks after the first, and Moderna is 4 weeks after the first. I could be wrong there, don't quote me. But that would have been during their visit. So first of all, we wouldn't have been fully vaccinated. And second of all, I didn't want to be vaccinated while they're here. What if I'm miserable for a few days? So I was really looking for Johnson & Johnson, so I could just, it seems so convenient, just one shot, you're done. But I just could not find it. So I had these volunteers from the Facebook group, you send them your information and then they can schedule it for you. So I had 2 different volunteers trying to help me because I wanted my husband and myself. At one point we scheduled us for the Javits Center in New York City, which is 70 miles away. My husband freaked out when he found out I made us appointment there. It was but it was his was 8 in the morning and mine was 4 in the afternoon on Easter. And I was like, oh, that's kind of a horrible day. And randomly, someone in that Facebook group posted that Rite Aid had just dropped a ton of appointments in Hudson Valley for Johnson & Johnson. And I was like, oh, what? And so I got on and boom, 10 miles from here, the Rite Aid had a ton of appointments. So I scheduled my husband's and mine 3 minutes apart from each other on a day that he's gonna be working from home. So it was perfect. And I was so excited, and it's so weird the kind of feelings you go through when you finally schedule the vaccine, because it was just after a week or more of the struggle of staying up late and asking for help, and then and you go onto the government sponsored site and you just have to refresh, and there are these tips the New York State vaccine site updates their schedule at 02 and 32, and then every 3 minutes in between. So you're just sitting there, refresh, and then randomly a date will pop up and you're ah, and you click it, and then all the times have already been taken, and you're oh. So their tips are if you get the date you want, then don't navigate away from there again, just keep clicking refresh, and eventually a time will pop up again. And it's just madness, the runaround that you're going through, and you're doing this and you're okay, I'm 39, I have internet, I'm healthy, I'm on the computer anyway, so I can multitask and stuff. But what about people who maybe don't have abilities that we do, right? So the elderly, or those without Wi-Fi, or just who knows, how hard is this for the general population to get this stuff scheduled. I'm like literally really concerned about it. Why does it have to be so difficult? I don't understand. Anyway, the day has come. It's tomorrow and I am still excited, also pretty nervous. You hear the side effects have such a wide range. Some people have no side effect, maybe like their arm is a little sore. And then other people are out for days and have headaches for weeks, and it's just like, oh, I have no idea what to expect. And it's one thing when you just randomly get sick and feel horrible, right? It comes out of nowhere. But with this, it's like you can prepare and you can expect I likely will be not feeling well for a good 24 hours or something. And so we have 3 kids, so it's like, kind of nervous. From what I've heard, it's likely within 8 hours of getting the vaccine is when the symptoms could start. And then like at least 24, 48 hours of who knows. From what I've heard, it's not a good idea to take any preemptive painkillers because it can reduce the efficacy of the vaccine. It's our best shot and I'm willing to do it. I'm more than willing to do it. I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to do my part. If being vaccinated will help get things back to normal, I am all for it. Give me my shot. It's vaccination day, and if anyone has any doubts, I got this. We are here at Rite Aid in Montgomery. Got the whole crew. We're doing this. Let's go.
Vaccine.
Yee, about to get my shot. Kids have something to watch on Netflix. We just gave our ID cards and stuff, and now we're waiting. Dun dun.
Which arm did you want to do?
Does it hurt?
Yeah, it might get sore.
Yeah,
do your left arm.
Left.
You take a seat right here.
Oh, thank you.
Is this you on Facebook?
YouTube.
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 Alright. Do you have any questions at all?
No.
Alright. Yeah, so keep your arms relaxed as you can. I'm going to clean off the air.
Relax. Don't make your muscle all tense.
I'm going to feel a little bit of a pinch. That's about it. That's it. How was that? Don't worry, man.
Hurts.
Hurts?
Is it burn?
No. Just like a regular shot.
Just like a regular shot. That's it.
Ooh, I am vaccinated.
Yeah. Daddy's vaccinated.
So stick around for about 15 minutes. Make sure you
Girls,
feel okay before you leave.
Come on.
Okay.
You might have some soreness, something like symptoms. But go ahead about that.
Okay.
Do you have any questions at all?
No.
The tether, right?
Yes.
Yeah, make sure you guys don't lose those cards. That's your proof that you got the vaccine.
Okay.
That's what you show if people are asking.
Okay. Mia, don't bump it.
It hurts. Still.
Keep your arm nice and relaxed.
Yeah! Oh, that does hurt. I'm like, oh, that, I didn't even feel the needle itself, but
it's the liquid, right?
that liquid does
Yeah.
burn when it goes
Yeah,
in.
the liquid hurts a little bit when it goes in.
Yeah.
I've been hearing that. I didn't
Wait,
hear that
wait,
shit
don't
from
get-
the vaccine, the Moderna, but this one people are saying they feel it.
Done? We done?
Yeah. I already feel sore.
But it takes at least 2 weeks, right? Like to...
Oh, for that full protection. That's
Okay.
about 2 weeks.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thank
stick,
you.
Stick around for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
As long as you guys feel good to go.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Now we exercise. That supposedly helps. To
Oh
get
yeah?
it.
You didn't tell me.
Wait, no, for like the whole day. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that hurt. It hurt bad. It hurt, not the needle, but the medicine or whatever it is. It was like a bee sting when it goes in, and then it didn't stop stinging. And ow! But I read that you should like work out the deltoid muscle for the first few minutes and then throughout the day to avoid, or try to avoid, the painful arm, the COVID arm that everybody's talking about. So I was doing like windmills, and that was like magic. Instantly, like the pain was gone, and I don't know if it was like the pain of working out the muscle kind of like camouflaged the vaccine pain, but I'm good now. It feels great. So that's my tip. Hey guys, it's 4 p.m. It's 6 hours after the vaccine, and I'm feeling good. I'm starting to feel kind of like a bit off. Like if this was a normal day, I might consider taking some echinacea or vitamin C or something. I'm tired, maybe I would just have caffeine. A little bit kind of like the feeling when you are about to come down with a cold, where you just like having a teensy bit of aching and like, I don't know, but let's see. Yeah, no fever, 96.2. I run low. Sorry, I'm like sweating. I was out gardening and doing homeschool with the kids and cleaning their playroom in the attic, so that's not feverish or anything. I am nothing yet. So I don't know, could all be in my head so far, but we'll see. All right guys, immune system is kicked in and kicking my butt. About 8 hours in, as expected, I hit with the full body aches and fever. So they're totally connected. It's just like when you first get a really bad cold or just first get the flu or something, and you're just like, your whole body hurts and you get the fever and you just like want to just lay down and do nothing. So that's where I'm at. I'm not miserable enough to take anything for it. I'm gonna just ride it out. I'm not tired. I wish I was, and I would just go to bed now. But it's just before 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna take it easy. My husband is feeling totally normal, which is great. He can parent tonight. He can do bedtime and all that, so good times. Hey guys, it's almost 11 in the morning, so we are about 24 hours post-vaccine, and I think it's safe to say the worst is over. I'm on the mend. It wasn't a walk in the park. Last night was pretty miserable. Like the fever and the whole body ache and like chills and stuff started around 6 or 7 p.m. and by 9 p.m. I was nauseous and just completely miserable, like can't function. So I went to bed and I slept well. By the morning, I noticed finally the chills and everything had stopped and the fever was broken, and I woke up at like 8 or 9, I don't know, feeling a whole lot better. Like the whole body aches are minimal now. It's just like a little bit, not anything major. And I still was a little bit nauseous. I had breakfast and that helped. So overall, I'd say I'm at like a, I don't know, like a 90%, 80% maybe. And last night was like a 5%. My arm is not sore at all, but my husband, that's like his only symptom basically. He feels a little tired today and his arm hurts. But it's so funny that we had just completely opposite reactions, but my arm doesn't hurt at all, like at all. And I really contribute that to all of the like this kind of stuff I was doing all day yesterday, basically until I felt sick at night. I did that immediately after the shot for the first few minutes, like first 5 minutes, and that helped the initial pain go away. And then I just did it like every, I don't know, whenever I could think of it throughout the day yesterday. Really recommend that. I don't know if I just lucked out or that was the trick, but do it, can't hurt. Anyway, all of this is totally worth it in my opinion. I really feel like the vaccine is our best shot right now, and I hope that you enjoyed following my experience with it. Don't be scared. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know how it went when you got your vaccines. Hit me up in the community tab or over on social media. US Japan fam. Bye!